Hey everyone, it's Patty from PS Paper Crafts, and I wanted to show you how to make another Christmas card. This is week 2 of the 12 weeks of Christmas. So I made this card. This is with Tranquil Tide and Fresh Fig. Those are the colors I used. And I used this Wise Men from Afar set. I used the big palm tree. And this star, I'll show you that in a few minutes. I'm going to make it a little differently so you have some options. And it says, from far away they followed a star of wondrous hope and promise. And then on the inside, may your Christmas be bright with the everlasting light of God's great goodness and love. I added some jewels down here on the wise men, and then a couple up at the stars. So let me show you the paper that I used. I have black cardstock actually as the card base, and then I just trimmed it down a little bit. This paper, this is the designer series paper. It's let's see, Merry Little Christmas. So I have it all fanned out. You get 2 sheets, and each sheet has a different pattern on each side. So it's old olive and basic black and whisper white. So it's really pretty. There's some Christmas trees and snowflakes, and I love old olive. The plaids are really pretty. So I figured I would use this kind of star sparkly look. And I'm going to do the card itself a little bit different. I'm going to make it this way, a vertical versus a horizontal. And for this star, I used the star framelit from Star of Light. This is not in the holiday catalog, but in the annual catalog. It's really beautiful. So I just took this and cut it out on some silver glimmer paper. I'm going to make this one by using the star here, and I'm going to heat emboss it with silver embossing powder. So a little bit different, give you a couple of different options. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and stamp. I'm going to just set this aside. I'm going to stamp my outside and my inside. So I did the 3 wise men in Fresh Fig, and I really love this color. It's pretty. It looks to me very rich, and I don't know, the 3 wise men, I think they probably had some nice deep colors. I don't know why I'm saying that, because I have no idea, but we'll go with it. So there they are, and I'm going to close this up, and then I'll use Tranquil Tide for the palm tree, as well as the inside sentiment and the outside sentiment. This seemed a little crowded because the size of this layer is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, so it's a little bit tight, but I wanted to get some of that that black DSP with the stars to show good. Okay, and then I'm going to do this sentiment on the outside, and then the sentiment on the inside. And I'm going to leave room for a star. And let's get the inside. So I have to make sure I do it this way. Sometimes I stamp the outside horizontally and the inside vertically, and it turns into a little bit of a mess. So here we go. Okay. So we've got all our stamping done, so let me close this up. And actually not all our stamping, we're going to do the star. So I have the star and I have Versamark, and we're going to ink that up. Actually, let me use my embossing buddy. I like to use this before I do any embossing. It's kind of a powder, and it just makes sure that the embossing powder only sticks to where the Versamark goes. So the Versamark is like a sticky ink, not even an ink, a sticky substance there. So when you stamp it, it leaves a watermark. I don't know if you can see it. And then when you put your embossing powder on, it sticks to it. And the embossing buddy helps it to only stick to the parts that you want it to stick to. So I have my silver embossing powder in this just little container here. I'm just going to pour it on the star. Oh, see, I have some extra stuff there. I think I got the corner of the stamp with ink on it, or with the Versamark on it. So that's an easy fix to do. I have my handy dandy little paintbrush, and I'm just going to wisp it off. I just want to make sure I don't get the star itself. So now when I heat emboss it, it won't pick up that. So I'm going to get my heat embossing, and just bear with me. This should be pretty quick. It's a small amount. You're going to hear the sound. I'm going to just turn it off, turn it on. This is my heat tool. Get it warmed up a little bit, and then I will just heat it up. So sorry for the sound here, but it should only take a few minutes. There you go. See the magic of this heat. I love that. It's so amazing to me. So we have our card all ready to go. I can just adhere this down, and then I will add my my jewels to it. So I'm just going to take some snail and put this down as the layer on top of these. I was trying to see if I could have it down, but I don't know, it didn't look right to me. I kind of like everything balanced. I don't know what that is, but I'm not very good with things that are not balanced. So here we go with this. We'll just put this down on the card base. And I did just run out of snail, but I will attach the inside. I'll just show it to you, but I'll do that later. I don't want to step away to get more snail. I think I go through snail so quickly. So that will go right on here, and that'll finish that off. But let me get the jewels on. I don't know if I'll put them around up here because there's not as much space up here. So I think I'll just put them on the wise men. So what I do is I take my little tool that I use, my piercing tool, and just lift it, and I'm going to put it in each of their swirls. So this guy has 2, and I'll just place them down, and I just thought it went, you know, with the star, it adds a little bling to it. And this guy has 3, and you don't have to do this, but I wanted to give you the option. You know, the star, you can either heat emboss it, or if you have that other set, or a star that you can cut out with the glimmer paper. It just gives you a couple of options there. I know you don't always have every set, so you kind of have to make do with what you have. So here we go. I'll put these away. Yeah, I think it would be too crowded up here. This has a little bit more room. So this is the one with the cutout, and then this is the one vertically with the heat embossing. And this one, I have to put this inside. I will do that. And this one already has it in. So let me know what you think, which one you like better. And I will have another Christmas week 3 next week. So stay tuned for that. I'll have another video up this week as well. All right, you have a good day. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Take care. Bye.